Hi, this is Trudy and Ken with
Camping. We will go to.
Noster State Park.
That's it. Good. Yeah, we had great plans. Gonna ride the tram on the Katy Trail. Gonna ride a bike on the Katy Trail, and it rained pretty good this morning. About the time we got up, so that was all canceled, or at least the tram ride.
Yep,
They don't do it later the next day or nothing. You know, it's free, so it's not like you're losing anything. But maybe if it don't rain anymore, I might get to ride a few miles tomorrow.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think so. After coming 185 miles over here. But it's a nice park. We've been here a couple times before, and we're going to show you around and see what's in the area, what the campground's all about, and go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
Bye.
Right around the corner from the campground is an area with a couple of picnic shelters. Kind of tucked back in the woods here. Lots of parking. Continuing on past the picnic shelter area, there's a special use camp down here. I assume it's, I don't know, Boy Scouts or something might camp down here. Let's go down and take a look. There's the first big open area here. I guess, like I say, if it was Scouts or something, you just get everybody out here and pitch a tent. See another fire ring up there a little farther. Another little smaller area here. This is on an old gravel road that comes off the main paved road back there. Looks like somebody was actually here this past weekend. And another one up there. So that's where the gravel road ends. It kind of winds around back in there. I passed a few more camping areas. And I thought I saw a vault toilet back in there too. This comes out at the Spirit Trail. It goes off this way. Looks like I got a new bridge in. Take a little ride down there, see how far I can go and where does it go. So here's the Spirit Trail. Sorry for the bouncing here. Pretty nice trail. It's all concrete, nice and smooth. Actually looks like it's fairly new. Let's go a little farther and see where it goes. Well, the trail come out to the road back there. Not exactly sure where I'm at, but it looks like a nice area. Big playground. Picnic shelter. Restrooms. Right down here, see if this goes any farther. I think there's a lake down here somewhere. Well, I didn't go too far. Here's the end of the road, just makes a loop. There's a parking area over here. But I did find the lake, or a lake. I think there's a path over there to go down to it where you can go fishing. I did see a sign about, the fishing limits. Pond's a little scummy right now. Right, let's go on up this road and see where it goes. Well, if you follow that road all the way out here, end up out here at the highway. Looks like the trail goes on from here. That road goes on to the Air Force Base, and going the other way, I think goes to Warrensburg. See how far this trail goes. And continuing on the Spirit Trail. I don't know where it goes, but and how far I want to go. We'll just have to wait and see. Looks like the end of the trail for me. The trail goes that way, and the spirit trail goes on that way, but it's gravel. I hadn't really planned on riding this far today, at least right here. So I'll head back down, pavement back to the campground. Alright, didn't get a chance to do a whole lot because of the weather, but Trudy did find a chance to do a little quilling, is that what you call that?
Quilling, yep.
Well, explain that a little bit.
You take these little strips of papers, in this case they're kind of scalloped. You put it on your little quilling tool. You wrap it around. You take it off and then you kind of just loosen it however loose you want it. Glue it down. Hold it for a few seconds. And then you just kind of, whoops, sorry.
You kind of whoops, okay.
I'll get one that's more dry. Bend your petals out. And it turns into a little rose.
Okay, hold it out here. I'll see if I can get in closer to focus it. Yeah, there you go. All right, next to cooking outside, the best thing is crafting outside, huh?
Yep.
All right. We're coming down here to record the entrance to the park. Got a little wildlife standing here greeting us.
They're both so small. Just don't jump out in front of me. Thank you.
Yeah. Go that way. All right, nice seeing you. Right, so we're coming down Highway 23 off of Highway 50 and coming up on the entrance to the park. We're going southbound on 23 here. Easy to find. It's only, I don't think it's even a mile south of 50. Missed it. Oh, the deer is still standing there waiting for us. That's a little 2-lane road coming down through here. Little creek, not much going on. And you just come up here a little ways. You got, I don't know, it's a park office or the superintendent's home on the left. Up here on the right, we got the, I guess, the park office or visitor center or visitor center, they call it. You gotta catch them at the right time for it to be open. Down the hill.
What I like about this park is it's very easy to get into off of the highway.
Yeah, say you come down Highway 50 from either direction, and when I first started coming over here years ago, you just turned off the highway. Now they got their own off-ramp and everything, so, and stoplights. So it's pretty easy to get to. Like say only about a mile south coming down here. And pulling into the campground, it's the only way in and out. Start with spot 1 here. Two is a handicapped, and one of these is the campground host. That's where you check in if there's somebody available. There's our spot. These first few spots here are full hookup. Now this one here is only electric, but on the left is full hookup. They're kind of mixed. And of course it's Missouri, so you know if the yellow band on the post is electric, red is full hookup. And these down in here, it looks like have been changed to 50 amp. But I'm thinking from what I've seen on the map, up here farther are apparently still 30 amp. Yeah, that was a 50 amp still. Yeah, 50 amp. On the yellow band showing the electric site, they do have little stickers on there saying it's 50 amp. A vault toilet here.
This area up here is all concrete too.
Yeah, they've, I forget, it was last year, year before, they did a lot of work in here, paved a lot of these spots here, full concrete, and they're real nice. There's a little shower house. It's a combination restroom and showers. They're pretty decent shape. I see there's just a couple full hookups up here on either side of that shower house. Then we're back to electric. Now this is where it gets kind of mixed up here. You have a couple electrics, then like here on the right is basic. But on the left is electric. So if you don't have a reservation, you're just coming in, you might keep an eye on that. See, there's another, back to electric again.
Water spigot.
Yeah, spigots right there close to the road if you need them. Now these are electric and there's still 30 amp. And the road makes a loop to the right. Looks like they're building a new shower house up here at the end, which makes sense because these are a lot of these basic sites. You're going to need something instead of driving clear to the other end. If you see these sites on a post, it's got a white on red letter R. That means it is reservable. Now if there's a card on it, just check the date, make sure it's not reserved for somebody. Yeah, see we got electric on the right but basic on the left. Another water spigot. Right there handy if you need to fill up your trailer. You just pull right up to them and fill up. And we're at the end of the loop, and it'll turn around and go back the way we came. I see there's another electric right next to a basic. And we're just heading back out the way we came. I'll run down the other end. We forgot to mention about the showers and bathrooms down there and the dump stations right there at the entrance. So these are all electric from here on, I believe. And also these up here, they're gravel as opposed to the concrete down at the other end. I think the concrete spots start right here at the gate. And here's your dumpsters over here on the right. As far as I know, they're the only dumpsters in the park. And there's the speed bump. And right here on the right is the amphitheater. They'll put little nature programs on during the summer, usually like Friday and Saturday nights. It's right back there in the trees. Yeah, I think the full hookups here were just like one or two on either side of that shower house. Then we're back to the electric. First time we camped here like 20 years ago, he's in the spot here on the right in a tent. We'll always remember because we watched the raccoons come up and try to steal our food. Well, actually, the first night they did steal half our food, but one thing to remember in a park like this, to get rid of your trash or secure it somehow, because the raccoons like to get into everything.
There's our spot.
And there's us straight ahead. Spot number 4. Alright, restrooms and showers here on the right. They're very nice. They're clean, very clean. You got restrooms on the left side and then 4 showers on the right. And as you're going out, here's the dump station. The only thing we didn't care for is there's no dumpster down here. And over on the right over there was a playground. Alright, back to the entrance, or in this case the exit to the campsites. And over here, this place is called Lake Buteo. You take your pick. There's a little area down here to picnic, and you can also rent kayaks, go out on the lake. One thing about this park, they've got a lot of places to have picnics, shelters, and just picnic tables.
Sure, the sign there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Then down here in this little hut, that's where the kayaks are. You just go get the campground host or someone and unlock one for you.
Nice picnic shelter with the grill.
There's a trail going off down this way. There's the lake. You can see between the cars. Actually, a couple lakes. Maybe we'll see another one here in a little bit. A trailhead there. Alright, that's it for this section. Lots of parking too. They got all these picnic shelters and picnic sites, and they always give you plenty of parking spots. And there's a playground again. Over here on the left is a basketball court that you don't see all the time in a state park. Lots of hickory nuts on the ground, bouncing off of our camper. There's some picnic shelters over there. We'll stop there on the way back around. Down this way is a special use area, which I've got a video for that. Apparently for like Boy Scouts or something, because there's several tent areas down there. And it just makes a loop around. And we'll pull in there. It's kind of neat. The one shelter's down in the woods there. If you want to be out of the way when you have a picnic. Big parking lot here. Have yourself a big old family reunion or something. Room for everybody.
Yep, it's a nice shelter.
There's actually, I just found out earlier, there's one down here too.
Have the Hatfield and McCoys. One in one and one in the other.
Yeah, clear back down there. I don't know if you've seen that or not. The WPA shelter. So apparently WPA built this back in the Depression days. WPA and the CCC built a lot of these parks like this, and you see them all over the place, especially around Missouri. I assume those are reservable. You'd have to look on the website and get that reserved for you. Alright, I guess that pretty much covers all this part of the park. We'll head on down to another area and look around. So we're going to go take a look around inside the visitor center. Apparently it's open today. And Trudy has got a new hobby. She don't have enough as it is. She's been painting rocks, and we're going to, oops, trip over something. She's gonna put her new rock down. There you go. All right, we're inside the visitor center. And like so many Missouri state parks, got this cool little three-dimensional map here. Shows where everything's at. A few pictures. Literature. Drinking fountain, fill your water bottle up.
I don't think I gave her any. We haven't reordered them since I've been here.
So this is the only one you got?
Yeah.
It's gonna be mine now.
I think they're $1.25.
And they got a little store in here. Trudy's in there perusing. T-shirts and stickers and stuff. And you can go on down through here. That's a little bit about the park. Some of the wildlife. Some owls. Beaver. I don't know any beavers in here. That don't look real natural. Yeah, we know all about the raccoons. Just a little bit of history. Some parks don't really have much, others got nice little displays like this. I don't know if there's anything in here or not. Kind of hard to see from the glare. And that's pretty much it for in here.
Well, we found an ice cream place here in Noster. It's called Big Scoops. They have ice cream, coffee, and pizza. It's right next to Highway 50, right before you get off the exit to go into the campground. Gonna go in and check it out and get us a big scoop.
Ice cream and pizza. What could be wrong with that? After you get done with your ice cream, you come next door, B&G here, and they got a real nice little gift shop. All kinds of neat little things. Yeah, you even got some flowers, fresh flowers. Neat little place. Now going back behind the ice cream store, they even got an arcade back here. Iron claw machines. Bunch of them. People having fun back here in the back. And just your basic stuff. Air hockey, Trudy's favorite skee ball, video games. All right, that does it for our trip to Noster State Park. We weren't real happy with the trip. I mean, the campground, everything is great. We got to show you around a little bit, but it rained a lot the first day we was here. Yesterday, it started to clear up. Sun come out just a little bit. We went running around town. And just as we was pulling back in the campground, like raining cats and dogs.
Storm hit.
Yeah, it was big old black clouds we could see coming this way. Apparently the storm just started just north of here, just a few miles, because looking at the radar, it just popped up and rained out and disappeared again, which kind of messed us up because, yeah, sure, it stopped raining, but then everything's wet. But managed to have a couple good campfires, got to look around the park a little bit. Wish we could have showed you more. But, and the big thing we wanted to show you, which didn't get a chance, is right across the highway is Whiteman Air Force Base, home of the B-2 bombers. Now, we didn't see any or hear any this week, but a lot of the A-10s and some of the other trainers are out doing in-flight refueling practice. You could hear them going off a couple times a day following the tanker. So that was kind of cool. You can't hardly see them from here because there's so many trees. You'll just see them, oh, there goes one, then it's disappeared. In fact, you can hear one coming now, which we probably won't see.
About there in the trees.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have trees, but until you're trying to see something. So anyhow, they make a little noise from now and again, but it's not bad, especially if you like airplanes. There's a couple spots you can go over if you can find a good spot to watch them come and go. It's not real easy.
One thing I truly love about being here is at 9 o'clock on the dot, they play taps. And when you're sitting around a campfire and you hear taps, it kind of brings a tear to your eye.
Yeah, they have revelry 7 o'clock,
7 in the
7 in
morning.
the morning, yeah, and 5 o'clock they play the national anthem. Big old loudspeakers over there, I guess. It don't bother you too much. Um, so that pretty much wraps it up. It's Noster State Park. It's off of State Highway 23, which runs off of US 50, which runs clear across the country. You got Sedalia over here, just a few miles. Warrensburg's about 8 miles behind us. Both are big cities. Warrensburg's got one of the universities over there. Sedalia is a pretty good sized town. It's the home of the Missouri State Fair. Couple of, I don't know, at least one trail I rode. I'll show you the video. Nice paved for a while. It actually goes all the way to Warrensburg, but it wasn't set up and ready to go. So I only rode about 5 miles yesterday. But we missed our tram ride Tuesday because of the rain. It's the first time we've missed that.
Yep.
What else?
That's about it.
Found some good ice cream shop.
Yep.
We tend to do that every chance we get, which is kind of obvious.
Yeah, we don't need it for sure, but it's
all right.
fun.
Do all that liking and subscribing, all that kind of thing, and
Comment. Let us know how we're doing, what you would rather see, or something you would want to see other than what we're showing.
Yeah. So that pretty much wraps it up. Forgot to mention that there's 71 campsites here. Majority are electric. A few full hookups, a few right here, a couple up at the other end. Some are 50 amps, some are 30 amps. So go to the www.moststateparks.com. You can look up all the information you want on this park and all the rest of the parks, and pull up a map, see if you can find a good spot. We'll see you next time.
Bye.